My next step is to measure the drawing paper in centimeters. This is step 2. So I need to identify the length of my paper, which is the longest side. This is my long side. I need to identify the short side. This is the width. That's my short side. To measure the paper, I use the same method that I did with the comic. I start at 0. So here I'm starting at 0, and I go all the way to 30 and 1, 2, 3, 30.3. And I write that right on my paper, 30.3 centimeters. Now, students, sometimes using a different ruler might give you slightly different results. I want to see what happens if I use the wooden ruler, because as I recall, the wooden ruler is not quite long enough, so I want to show you what to do in that case. So again, with the wooden ruler, I zero it out. Now this is a common source of error. Notice that I don't want to start at the end of the ruler, because this is not part of my measure. This is where 0 is, this big long piece. So 0 starts here, and there's my 10 units to make 1 centimeter. So if I go across, what happens with the wood ruler, let me just zero it out exactly. If I go across, I see that the wood ruler is not long enough. And so what I'm going to do is I need to figure out how many more millimeters is this. So I put a mark at 30 centimeters. I'm going to measure the rest of it. So I zero it out again. And I see this goes 1, 2, 3 complete more centimeters. Almost 4, but not quite. So I'm going to say this is 30.3. So right here, 30.3 centimeters. Now I'm going to measure the width. Again, the width is the short side. So I take my wooden ruler. I start at the 0. There we go. And I see how long is that. And I see that my short side goes to 22 plus no and no, 22.8. So it's 2 less than 23. And I write that down. So I have 22.8 centimeters.